One of the oldest in the West, Oregon City's Mountain View Cemetery serves as the final resting place for many, with most grave sites marked clearly with a name.
Every person deserves the right to identification.
Among the headstones, one that reads, Unknown Woman, 1946.
Despite this case being nearly 80 years old, this is still a case that we would work to get identified.
Now, the state's forensic anthropologist, Haley Collard-Stalder, and her team are one step closer to finding out who she was, after connecting this gravesite to a woman only known as Oak Grove Jane Doe.
This case has some particularly violent and kind of heinous facets associated with it.
It's a nearly 80-year-old unsolved homicide after partial remains of a woman were found in a burlap sack in the Willamette River back in April 1946. Additional remains were found near Willamette Falls and the McLaughlin Bridge later that year. Clackamas County investigators determined the victim was a middle-aged white woman between 30 and 50 years old, petite in stature.
Being able to, I guess, restore at least the dignity of the decedent's name is something that is really, really valuable, not only for, the decedent herself, but also for her family who may be wondering what happened to her.
The evidence, including Jane Doe's remains, she explains went missing from law enforcement custody in the 50s, with no record of where they ended up. That is, until someone with the medical examiner's office used findagrave.com to figure out the remains had been buried.
She found this woman's remains, and then she was able to back check all of the mortuary records to match with the case file that we had. And she was like, yeah, this is our unknown woman.
Remains now exhumed will be tested with technology not available decades ago.
What we would like to do is get this case sent out for forensic genetic genealogy.
And although identification could take years, Collard-Stalder says what some may see as a disturbance of peace has a purpose.
It's something that we continue to work toward for everybody. Every person has the right to their name.